overarching things that people should be excited about in terms of this whole device system?
So yeah, I think a lot of it has to do is that it's a brand new technology. We have patent pending design featuring an adaptive microcurrent technology, which I'm super excited to talk to you about. And our topical products are, as always, very scientifically formulated. These aren't just things that happened per chance. Like, so the ingredients are hand selected. So the patent pending adaptive biphasic pulsing microcurrent, what's really, that's a mouthful, so I apologize to your translators. But what's really, really amazing about this is that it's adaptive because it's constantly adjusting to your conductivity as the device is moving over the skin. And if you get to an area where you don't have as much product, the conductivity changes, and that could cause some uncomfortable sensations in the past. But now the technology allows it will adapt that current to you, so you always get your optimal current based off your conductivity and the current needs. And it does this in real time, like 80 plus times a second. It has this ability, which is just kind of mind-blowing, right? And then we also have design patent on these unique, sometimes we refer to them as peanuts or nodes, but this is like fundamentally different from our previous device in the fact that we knew that we wanted this to have more of a massaging type benefit to the skin. And so that's why we ended up here. And again, like we talked about, it has the scientifically formulated products. And of course, this product also, if you're familiar with our devices, has this really nice silicone sleeve that makes it nice to grip, right? And kind of gives it this extra kind of soft touch feel in your hand.
It feels amazing, and there's no this thing where you don't need to make a closed circuit anymore to get things moving. You don't need a wet hand. It's just you grip this very easy to grip silicone sleeve, and then you can start massaging. So this device system works because of different things. It works because the design is quite unique. It works because the current inside is quite unique, and it works because we have fantastic products with it. So it's not there's different ways that will help optimize all of the benefits that we are going to talk about now. And we have 3 categories that, Casey, I would like for you to comment on in a second. But for all of you sitting at home, then the first category we call revitalize. That's everything you can see. So I can see your skin is looking better. The appearance of your skin is maybe more firm, more radiant, maybe more tight, maybe less cellulite. That's everything you can see you find under revitalize. Casey will go through that in a second. And then under restore, then you have to think more about your well-being. How are you feeling? Your energy? Are you feeling nice and relaxed? So that's more of a, you might not see it, or maybe you can see people smiling a little bit more when they when they have some wellness, but it's not a physical, I can see your skin changing. And then you have the relax, and that's again a feeling, but it's more linked to sports, you could say, or massaging. But Casey, maybe this is your time to kind of deep dive a little bit into it, and let's start with the things you can see, revitalize.
Yes. So again, here is that huge list of claims. So there are certain individuals who are going to want to use the system because it revitalizes your appearance. And what we know about this is that revitalizing your appearance can also promote that feeling of self-confidence. We all know when we feel like we look good, then we have more confidence moving forward. And that's one of the things that this system does really, really well. And so it's designed for skin with an appearance of cellulite. And it helps to visibly firm and contour and deliver just radiant, smoother looking skin. Something that I'm just going to say almost every adult woman struggles with, right? Hands down. I mean, it's just a physiological thing. It visibly firms and tightens skin on the thighs, the abdomens, the arms for a more youthful appearance. You know, all of those problem areas we have. It helps to nourish the skin by promoting clear, smooth, healthier looking skin. It helps improve the appearance of sagging skin for toned and sculpted looking skin. even skin tone for visibly brighter, vibrant skin. And of course, it's going to hydrate and help reduce that crepey looking skin. And crepey looking skin, if you're not familiar with that term, you know, crepe paper, like that tissue paper when it gets all scrunched up and then you pull it back out. That's called crepiness, that look that you see on that type of tissue paper. So, I mean, and we all know times when we've either had or we know individuals who are like, oh yes, that makes sense now. And of course, in this product, it's going to target the sources of aging, or the visible signs of aging, to preserve the look of youth and reduce the appearance of skin aging, thanks to our age lock ingredients.
Yeah.
So some people might be interested in it for that, right?
Yes. Yeah, and age lock ingredients, Casey, it's not one ingredient. It's a specific put together blend for this specific serum product that we use.
Absolutely.
The Revitalize. Yes.
Absolutely. This is a very specific age lock blend for revitalizing your appearance, as we've discussed here.
Yes.
But like I said, this is probably more of a female issue. So if you're a guy, right, or you're a male and you're like, but I don't have those issues, so why would I want it? Well, now you guys need to start listening, because this is where it's going to come to you. So the second R is restore your well-being. Okay, so using the device system with a different topical, which we'll talk about in a few minutes, helps restore the overall feelings of well-being for better holistic wellness. And that just means, it's kind of hard to put your finger on it, but just something that feels better. It's that I'm having a good day type of feeling versus I'm having a blasé type of day feeling. It helps to improve circulation in the skin layers and the connective tissue, thanks to the movement of the device over the skin that helps massage the skin. And I alluded to that before, based off the topography of it. It helps to depuff the skin's appearance for smooth-looking skin through manual massage movement. It helps to support feelings of well-being, helping you look and feel better. Helps you feel more centered and balanced. And let's be honest, who doesn't need that today, right?
Exactly.
And again, there's a different blend of age lock ingredients in this product to help target the visible signs of aging, to preserve the look of youth and reduce the appearance of aging.
Okay.
So then
now the last one. So let's say I'm one of those that I have not seen cellulite yet. I have, but let's say I haven't, and I'm pretty restored, but I do a lot of sports. Then you help me out here.
Yes, and I think when I was listening to Ryan, I think this is the one he's most excited about.
Me too, actually.
So, relax your body, right? So, and I'm with Tina. I like to work out. I did a big mountain bike race this weekend. It was 78 miles. It took me like 9 hours, so I was pretty beat afterwards. And this is where your WellSpa IO can come in, right? So it supports your body for better pre and post workout feeling, because again, it has a really cooling topical that goes with it, and then it has that super pleasant massaging feeling. And I also want to say, it's not like a deep massage, right? But it's just a really smooth topical massage that just makes you feel good at the end of it. It provides a great pre-workout manual massage, helping your muscles feel invigorated and ready to go. Provides a great post-workout manual massage, helping you relax sore muscles and encourage relaxation. So some people might like it beforehand, other people might like it after, depending on what you like to do, right? And helps you feel refreshed and unwind after a long day. So even if you're not into like exercising, but you just have those long days, right? But this is one of those products that just can help you, again, relax at the end of it and just kind of help to unwind a bit.
And I think that's correct, because I do think sometimes I think of it for personal benefits, which is post-exercise soreness mainly. But it's true, there's a lot of people who stand up a lot in their job, are on their feet a lot, and then this would be a fantastic product. We will deep dive a little bit more into, let me see what I have here, the patent pending, the shape of this. I feel like you already touched upon it, Casey, so maybe we should, or do you want to add another comment here, or do you think we've already touched upon the shape
I think
of the
we've
peanuts?
Touched upon it, yeah.
We touched upon. We can maybe say that the current floats in between these bits here. So that also means, like I said, it's not this, you don't need to have a circuit where you have a wet hand, and it's just, this is where the current runs.
Correct.
Yes. And I think consumables, there's quite a few. Some of them are to be used with the device, and some of them are to be used on their own. And that's kind of what we're showing here. And Casey, you'll go through some of the ingredients, but we have a polish that Casey will talk about. You don't use that together with the device. It's something you use 3 times a week in the shower to make your skin ready and nicely exfoliated, so that whatever else product you use can actually be taken in by your skin. Then we have a serum. And whenever you think serum, you have to think something that can go in and change the appearance of your skin. So it's not a cream, it's something different. It's a serum. So serum you have to now link with all of that revitalized claims that Casey said, which was like less creepy skin, more firm, more contoured appearance, and so forth. Then you have to think serum makes a visual difference. And then there's the activating gel, and there you have to think gel, relax, and restore. And then we have a cream that you already hopefully know, and that's our Dematic Effect. So that is not to be used together with the device either, but rather to be used afterwards. Oops, here's a photo where you can see those categories I just mentioned. So restore and revitalize together with this beautiful gel. Then we have the serum and the device that are used together. And if you want the full experience of revitalizing, then polish 3 times a week and use the Dematic Effect every day. And then we have relax. All right. Benefits with this. Why are we bringing forward a body polish, and what can people expect?
Yes. So the body polish really is like a pre-step. So ideally individuals would use it before they move on to like the revitalized regimen, right? Because it's going to help to exfoliate, polish, and cleanse the skin at the same time. So you don't need to use a separate cleanser. And it really leaves the soft, smooth look and feel. And because it's exfoliating, right, it's helping to speed up skin cell turnover, because what it's doing is, especially as we get older, our skin cells slough off at a slower rate, and that can kind of make us look dull. And so because we're getting this exfoliation, when we're helping with the cell turnover, just the very top layers, right, we're going to have that benefit of reducing the dullness or the dryness, and it leaves us with glowing, smooth skin. This product actually does have some age lock ingredients in it to target the visible signs of aging and preserve the look of youth. And that's the same as what we have in the serum. And then it just has this really nice fragrance. Like, I don't know anyone, and again, I'm going to go out on a limb. Like, even guys who have used it have found that they really like the scent of this product. And showers and bathing are a very sensory situation, right? And so this really adds to that whole relaxing experience that a lot of us get in the shower. And it does it through a bunch of different key ingredients. So I talked about the fact that it exfoliates or it polishes, right? And this is because there is a blend of different exfoliators and different types of exfoliators. So a physical exfoliator is something that's kind of grainy to help, and I don't want to use the word sand because it's not like sandpaper, but that's the easiest that conjures up in the mind. So it kind of like lightly sands off those excess or those very top skin cells. But then it also has chemical and proteolytic enzymes, and these are more helping to break down the glue that holds the cells together, and so you get that 1, 2, 3 punch by using these different types of exfoliators that are working together to really give you that soft, smooth feel. And again, that's what's helping with the cell turnover. And then we've got this body silhouette blend, which are different botanical ingredients that can help target factors that are related to helping with firmness, contour, lifted appearance, and is really helping to target this orange peel type of effect. But how great is it that as I'm cleansing and I'm smoothing, I'm also getting firming benefits at the same time, all while I'm in the shower.
Don't mind at all.
Right? And then I've already said we have the age lock blend in this product.
So loads of benefits, loads of fantastic ingredient blend that together will, and with the scent, as Casey's saying, it's really amazing. So I hope you will welcome that with open arms. We have the activating gel and the serum as well.
Yes, so I'm going to actually start with the serum, even though it's on the right. Yeah. So, because the serum kind of pairs a little bit better with the body polish, but I really think that if you start using the body polish, like every time you're in the shower, you're going to use it, and there's nothing wrong with that. We say at least 3 times a week, but we anticipate that people will use it more because it's such a luxurious experience. So the key ingredients in the body serum, we also have that same body silhouette blend. The benefit of having it in the serum, though, is that it's going to remain on your skin, and it's going to be worked into the skin because you're going to use the WellSpa over the top of it, right? And so that's going to have some additional benefits for absorption. It has an AI peptide, and I'm kind of a geek, so I think that this is really, really cool. So it's a peptide, so it's a short chain of amino acids that was developed to help with firmness and smoothness. What makes it cool, though, is it was like actually identified through artificial intelligence. So there's this company that we were working with who had started to use mathematical algorithms in trying to identify optimal peptides, because there's like millions and millions and millions of options. And it's hard for companies to be like, okay, there's these different, let's try this, no, let's try this. But they were able to use these mathematical equations and AI learning to break it down and identify these optimal peptides or these potential peptides. And then they further do like safety and efficacy testing to make sure that they're going to work out in the end. And then we had the opportunity to pick this up, and I think it's really, really cool, and it has really great benefits. We also have Kilspina spinosa fruit and Caficus alvizeri extract, which is just a mouthful. But they're 2 botanicals that when you bring them together, that they find
lo che ovoce drzewa, wiecie, owoce drzewa tara.
Danno veramente
És a tolmács most elnézést kér, de hirtelen.
Peter and translators, I don't know what has happened, but if you can stop and if the host can quickly put you into your booths again, because all of a sudden we could hear all of the translators. Can Cici or Josefine please confirm that you are working on getting the translators back into the booth?
I confirm.
Are we good to go forward then? Because I don't want anyone to miss out.
I think maybe just give Josefine a second.
Okay.
I don't know. We've never had that happen before, but what a joy to have them all join at the same time. We will keep quiet for a second for those who do not speak English well and make sure that the translators are back in the correct booth. Did you use this, Casey, after your big mountain biking?
I did.
Yeah.
I was so tired.
9 hours is a long time.
It was a long time to be racing. So.
Yeah. I traveled home from South Africa, thanks to the event, if any of the South Africans are here. Had a patient on the plane that fell ill, so I had to stay up all night and take care of him. Then I came home and I taught Thai boxing and dance, and then afterwards I had a nice session with this, and I've never slept any better. So yeah, it is fantastic.
All right, I think we got the all good.
Good.
Signs
Let's
from
go.
Josephine. Okay, so I was talking about these 2 botanical extracts that when they're put together, they form a film that can provide firmness and smoothness. And this has actually been shown to happen upon application or really quickly afterwards. So you get some more immediate type benefits. And then there's a skin conditioning blend, which has all sorts of different skin conditioners in it. So sunflower, macadamia, allantoin, panthenol. You've probably heard all of these ingredients before, but they just kind of help to overall improve the appearance of the skin. And of course, we've talked about the fact that there's an age lock blend in this. And again, it's the same one as in the body polish. Now we're going to jump over really quickly to the body activating gel, which is a completely different formulation, right? It has different benefits. So the age lock blend, starting at the bottom, is different again. Because it has the different benefits, but it has what we're referring to as a WellSpa blend, and it was this carefully crafted blend of Critha maritim extract and ashwagandha root extracts that helps to target the feeling's overall well-being. Because again, you use this product primarily with the restore and your relax routines.
Fantastic ingredients in our fantastic products, and I think we have to move. Not speak faster, but move a little bit faster over, because I want to get to the clinical study. We cannot miss that. But just if you're using it for revitalizing, then these are the movements we would like for you to do. And me and I can speak more about that in a webinar that's coming up in October. But it's this circular movements and moving it towards the heart, right? So if it's on the legs, upwards. If you are using it for the restore, then it's these lines that are shown here. Move it upwards. It's okay, right, Casey, if they slide it down again. But it's the upwards movement that we are interested in. Again, and then if we want to relax, again, you have to think relax massage. So be kind to yourself and give it a little bit of a movement once you are moving it up. There's going to be a Vera app that will go into details about that. So I think you're going to find that easier once you see the Vera being ready. But the clinical study, Casey, we have to talk about, because the results were amazing. So maybe just tell us a little bit. I know it was a 12-week third-party clinical study, meaning we didn't do it. We love our products. We might be a little bit biased, or maybe not. So we send it out. Someone else are doing this, and there was different groups you worked with here.
Right. So one of the things that we wanted to investigate is we know that people are going to use it in different ways, right? I'm going to be a low person, right? I'm going to use it 3 minutes, 3 times a week, because I just don't have time to use it much more than that. But there are other individuals who would be way more invested in it, and they might use it 5 minutes, 5 times a week, or maybe even more than that, right? And then we wanted to know, though, too, but if I'm a low person, what happens if can I take a supplement, and does that help out at all? Like, are there complementary benefits there? And that's really, we weren't really trying to compare the different groups, but to see how it could be personalized for different individuals is really the end goal.
Yeah. And what you're going to see in a second, the results, I mean, just know that if you want to use it for 4 minutes, that's also okay, or for 2 minutes. So we just had to go with the 3 and the 5 minutes, 3 times a week or 5 times a week. But as Casey's saying, you personalize and use it as you please. But I just want to touch upon the supplement Casey mentioned, because that is something we have launched already in Europe. Unfortunately, not in South Africa, but in most of our European markets. It's beauty focused, multi beauty. You take 1 capsule a day, and it is for hair, for nails, and for skin. Great ingredients in this product. We have zinc, we have selenium, and we have biotin. We have some vitamin C in, and really all together it will give you fantastic skin benefits. Also hair and nails, but the skin benefits are really what pairs super, super well together with this device. And that is also what Casey will show you now.
Yes, so here are our overall results for cellulite. So the overall appearance of cellulite. And this is looked at on the thigh, and you can see, so group 1 again is our low group. So that's 3 minutes, 3 times a week. Group 2 is our high group, 5 minutes, 5 times a week. And then group 3 is our low group again, but with the multi-beauty. And what we see here is really what we would expect, and that what we would hope is that, 1, we're starting to see statistically significant improvements as early as 4 weeks, which is really, really fast when we're starting to think about how targeting the appearance of cellulite. And then it continues to grow throughout the 12 weeks, but that we're also seeing some differences between low versus high versus low with the multi-beauty. And what this is telling me is, well, I'm a low user. If I've got a vacation or something that I want to get ready for, I can either move up to the high, or I can say, you know what, I'm going to get multi-beauty and give myself that little extra edge, so that way I look super fantastic on vacation, right? And I'm just going to go out on a limb. We didn't study this, but we would assume that you'd get similar types of results if you were to use the high with the multi-beauty, right? We don't have the ability.
It would be a fair assumption, but it is true we have not tested that.
Right.
Yeah. And we want to mention here that people has also been using the polishing peel that Casey talked about and raved about. They also used that, and then they finished with the cream, the dramatic effect. But that was on the thighs. On the stomach area, massively improved.
Again, same type of results, right? We're not seeing quite as much improvement at 4 weeks for the low group, which is, kind of to be expected. But again, you're starting to see those improvements. And that, again, it's giving you different options and that the different timing in which those results can be seen. So again, what we would expect and what we kind of hoped for this type of an evaluation.
Yeah, really great. I see 65% improvement over baseline from using it for 12 weeks when it comes to cellulite, which I know is a big concern for many females. So fantastic results.
And I didn't say it before, but this is expert grader. So this is someone who, I mean, this isn't like consumers who are like, I know that I've used it, right? And so of course because I've invested time, I think that I'm going to see it, because that can sometimes influence. But this is an impartial grader who doesn't really know where they've been beforehand. So it's very objective. And then when we look at on the arms, again, similar types of results. I mean, and it's also interesting to look at, because the appearance of cellulite is different on the thighs versus the abdomen versus the arms, that again, you're getting some variability there. But again, when you take a step back and you're looking at the totality of the data, we're getting results for all 3 groups. We're getting improvements that carry on throughout the 12 weeks, which is important. We're not really starting to see plateauing, and that we have different options based off the different types of users that we would anticipate.
And I think now we're showing you cellulite because we assume that is many people's key focus. But hey, there's also, if we're talking about radiance, then we saw improvement there, smoothness, firmness. So, but cellulite is just a very measurable, relevant thing for many. So,
and it's actually the most difficult of the targets, right? It really is. And so, yes, I think that's a great point. That, I mean, we did see improvements in firmness and in tightness and in contouring and all of those different related benefits.
Exactly. And I know we highlighted a clinical grader, which was this third person who was objective, but it is also very nice to ask the people, how did you feel of the benefits? Well, how did you see the benefits? And as you can see on these numbers, I feel like we are nearly a 10 out of 10. Sometimes we are 9.3 out of 10 in all categories. And here it is skin smoothness, hydration, overall appearance, tightness. So fantastic results. But I'm more interested in this next one, Casey, because this is the low group for you. 3 minutes, 3 times a week. I have that kind of time if it can change like this.
Yes. And again, I think it's important, as you stated, that this individual also used body polish and dramatic effects, but look at those results, right? I mean, I think a lot of us could be like, I've seen that thigh probably in the mirror, right? Right? And so you can see that it's going to provide some really amazing visible benefits. You can see some of that crepiness that we talked about, but then also those striations that are akin to the cellulite or those orange peel types of appearance.
Exactly. We have some more for you here with the arms. Also the low group. Yep.
Yep, all of these are going to be the low group. And again, I think the other thing that we're starting to see in this one is not only just like the smoothness and the appearance of cellulite, but you can almost see the depuffing also, right? Mm-hmm. And so that was one of those claims that was related not only to
revitalize,
but then also a little bit in the restore too, that you're starting to get some of that it's not fat loss. Let's not misunderstand it, but you're just kind of seeing some of that tightening and toning because you're starting to get less puffiness in the extremities.
Exactly. Here, I think also this unitone or skin tone improvement is quite visible. This is the low group again, yes?
Yes.
It's all the way you did say that, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I think you're absolutely right that you're starting to see more homogeneity in the skin color, right? Which makes it look more radiant and just overall improves the appearance. Plus, you're also seeing less of that kind of crepiness and also some depuffing.
Yeah. This one is also a good one.
I like this one too, because this one, again, like you've seen this thigh on the beach, right? And so you get so much benefit in that striation and again, and just that overall appearance. And this, I was wrong. This is the upper group. This is the upper group, the 5 minutes, 5 times per week.
So there was one that sneaked in. Yeah. And this as well. So I think you get it, guys. I hope you get it at home. Loads of great benefits. I promise we will be back, or I will be back at least in October, and talk a bit more about the device functions because we are running out of time. But the how to use, we can certainly take at another time. And then Vera is going to be your brilliant how to use, because here you can go in and watch those videos and you can customize and say, hey, like Casey said, might not have that much time, but 3 minutes is manageable. Maybe I only want to focus on the lower regions. So we are soon ready with Vera for you, but already on Learning Center, you'll find a little video that shows the highlights. So please go in and take a look at that at your own time, because that is really an amazing thing. Take a screenshot here.